Let's make some money. This video is gonna be all about how to monetize your social media with less than 10,000 followers. Now, I know that seems kind of clickbaity, but I can assure you, I did it before I had 10,000 followers. And between you and I, 9 months ago was when I finally hit 10,000 followers. I know, I've been a creator for almost 5 years, and it took me so long to hit 10,000 followers on Instagram. It took me months to hit it on TikTok, and I am still working towards it here on YouTube. So it is definitely possible for you to monetize your social channels, and we're gonna get into all the ways that I did it in this video. So as always, timestamps are gonna be below, so you can skip to whatever part you wanna hear about first. So let's talk about affiliate marketing. A lot of people don't like affiliate marketing because they're like, oh, you can't really make money from it. You actually can, you just need to be consistent with it. So with affiliate marketing, you earn a commission based on people purchasing the product from your link. So let's say you're a fashion girly, you create fashion content, and you have an LTK, which is where you post all of your outfits and people can go and buy the outfits that you post about. If you're consistently posting outfits, people are consistently gonna go to that link and they will consistently shop from your links. Now, typically different platforms will offer you pretty lower commission, where it's anywhere from I would say 4 to 15%, depends on the brand, depends on what they're shopping, and it depends on the price of the item, but it's something that you can still make a lot of money from. I started my affiliate links with books because I love posting out books. And when I first started posting about books, I was like, oh, nobody's gonna shop this affiliate link thing, whatever. But if you make it easy for your audience to find the item that you were talking about, they will shop with you. They will. So what do I mean by make it easy? When you have a link in your bio, you want to make whatever that video is crystal clear that is the item that they can buy from. So let's say I make a video about a book that I really like, and I say, if you want to buy these books, you want to see the books that I recommend, go to the link in my bio. The link in my bio that I am directing everyone to has to be the very first link there. So if you use like a link tree, or I use a Stan Store, I love Stan Store, but if you use one of those programs, the very first link has to be what you have been talking about in your most recent video, because people are not going to scroll and try to look for whatever it is that you were talking about. So if you're going to talk about books, that first link needs to say book recommendations. So they click on it and they click on it again. People are less likely to purchase the item that you were talking about if they have to do more clicks. So you want to make it 2 clicks, maybe even 3, so that they can get to the item that they are looking for. You have to make it super easy for people to find your link. You can also automate this and use an app called ManyChat, which is where people can write a comment. So you can tell people, if you want the link to these book recommendations, comment the word book. And when you use ManyChat, it will link to your Instagram or whatever platform it is that you're using, and it will automatically DM that person the link that you told them. So you can program it to say, if someone writes the word book in the comments, you send them this link, and it is automated. So people automatically have the link from you, and it doesn't require that much work on your end. Either of those things you can use. Overall, you have to make it really easy for people to use your affiliate links. Now, the positives about having an affiliate link is that there's an unlimited amount that you can earn. So as you start growing your platform and getting bigger, the links are already there, so you don't have to do much work, and there isn't a limit to how much you can make from that affiliate link. So I like affiliate links a lot. It's also a really great tool for you to use to then negotiate brand partnerships later on down the line. So if you know that 5% of your audience that clicks the link will convert into a buy, you can use that information and use that data later on to be able to pitch to a brand or to negotiate with a brand. So if you're a creator that's just now getting started, make sure you take a look at my How to Get Paid to Travel ebook that's linked in my bio. It's really for people who want to take their content to the next level and learn how to monetize their social channels. So make sure you check that out below. Okay, the second way that you can monetize with less than 10,000 followers is something that I did, and that was by selling merch. So if you've been here with me since the beginning, I had merch way long ago, and it was actually a really great source of income that I didn't have to do much for. Now, the pros with having merch is that people are really aligned to your brand. So those are your core community folks. The people who support your merch are the people who really support you. And it's really great when you have that community, because they're the people that are going to keep buying from you time and time again. Now, the drawbacks of having merch, at least in my opinion, was that you have to always be designing something. So, or have a design that aligns with your brand or aligns with what you want to do. Now, if you're a creator that is constantly changing their niche or their content like I am, like I've changed niches probably 4 times at this point. The merch doesn't really work out all that well for me because that means I have to constantly keep redesigning new merch and keep doing new things. Now, it really depends on what direction you want to take your brand in and what you want to do, but merch is a really great way for you to earn for your brand and through your core community. And again, you can do this with less than 10,000 followers. It really does not matter how many followers you have. You can create merch and there will be people that will buy it. The next part of this video is brand partnerships. So people think that you have to have a certain number of followers to have brand partnerships, and you really don't. So for one thing, brands really like working with micro creators. So people who have 10,000-ish or a few 10,000 followers, and also nano creators, people who have less than 10,000 followers. Because the benefits of working with creators that have less than 10,000 followers is that they have a very close-knit community of people who are really following you and really are paying attention to you and really appreciate your recommendations. So nano creators and micro creators are really beneficial for brands. It's also typically a lower fee for the brand side, not necessarily for the creator, but for the brand side. It's a great way for you to earn income. So my very first brand partnership, it was so funny. I had pitched to a brand in August and they didn't come back to me until about November, but they were like, we want to work with you. And it was for an in-feed post that was like the cheapest offer that I had at that time. And they were also like a pretty new brand to influencer relationships. And they paid me $200 for an in-feed post. And that was it. It was the coolest thing. I was like, oh wow, okay. Like I like this whole content thing. But I had at the time 3,000 followers. Like I did not have that many followers. So I was still monetizing my socials though with less than 10,000 followers. So the brands that are working with smaller creators are typically smaller brands. They're brands that are either locally owned or they're also growing and they want to start, building relationships with influencers. So it's something to look out for when you are pitching and when you're designing your media kit. You want to really be pitching to smaller brands that are just starting out that typically have lower budgets, but are willing to pay someone that has a very close-knit community and someone that has a community as aligned with their brand. So at the time of that partnership, I partnered with a sustainable brand and I was a sustainable creator. Like I said, I've changed niches quite a few times, but I was a sustainable creator and it really aligned with my content at the time. So again, you can always partner with brands no matter how many followers you have. So that first partnership that I did was a flat fee based partnership, but the other partnerships that you can work on are performance based partnerships. And typically a lot of creators will start out with this just to see how their content performs, that they're really trying to figure out how to design their content in a way where it attracts an audience. I personally have not done any of these partnerships, but essentially the way it works is that you are paid based on the number of views that you get organically. So the brand isn't pushing any ads behind it. There's no one pushing any ads behind it, but you are paid based on how many, and it's typically per 1,000 views that you get. Now, depending on your platform, depending on, what you do, it may be really beneficial for you to do it. Like I said, it's typically an experiment for people to see how they can create content to engage people and how they can get people to watch the video. And again, they're paid based on those performance and the views, but it is all from organic reach. So not through anything that is paid, not through anything that is pushed. The next way that you can monetize that I personally did not do until after 10,000 followers, I don't know why. I think the reason why I didn't do this until after 10,000 followers was because I was procrastinating and I was kind of scared. But you can create digital products for your audience with less than 1,000 followers. And this is pretty easy for you to do. The people that I have seen that have mastered this with less than 10,000 followers or with a few 10,000 followers are people who have very specialized niches. So I'll give you an example. One person I saw that did this really, really well was someone who was creating content around being a dentist or becoming a dentist. So they were in dentist school and their ebook was about how to apply to dentist school. So it was, what you should write in your application, what type of scores you should get. They gave them a study guide for the different, I think there's a GRE you have to study for, or I don't even know the recommendations for dentist school, but that's something that is extremely valuable to people within that niche because one, it's a very specialized niche where not everybody is a dentist, but two is a specialized information that people can really benefit from and use for their own career. So this creator that I saw, they had every year of dentist school, they had an ebook that you could, purchase from them that really taught people who were interested in dentist school how to survive that year. So that was super beneficial for them, and they created those ebooks, and it's something that, you know, lives on your page so you can constantly earn from. So that is something that you can do. Like I said, I didn't do this until I had 10,000 followers because I had imposter syndrome for a bit and didn't really know what I wanted to create an ebook about. But now I have an ebook on how to teach people how to get paid to travel, because I'm a travel influencer and have been doing this for quite a while and have that knowledge to be able to teach other people how to do so. So in my ebook, I give you my pitch template, so how you can pitch to brands. I also give you my media kit, so the information that I give to brands to be able to tell them what I'm all about. And then I also teach you how to set up your affiliate links so that people will actually convert and buy the items that you're talking about, as well as other ways you can get paid to travel that aren't really known. So how to apply to conferences, how to become speakers, how to win different travel scholarships. So all of that is in the ebook that's in my bio. But that was something that I didn't do until, you know, people actually begged me to make it. So a lot of times you can look to your audience and they will give you recommendations on something they want to see. Now they don't say, oh, go create an ebook about this. They may say something like, oh, well, can you teach me how to blah, 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 blah. That is the thing that you're going to create an ebook about, or that is the thing you're going to create some type of digital product about. So even if you're in, let's say, the productivity niche or like the studying niche, you can create a template, or you can create maybe a notebook page or something of some sort that people can use, that people typically are looking for. Most creators will create digital products that are based around their audience and their audience's recommendation. So pay attention to what your audience is saying, because sometimes they say a lot of important things that you can then use to monetize later on. And then last but not least, the other thing that you can do to monetize your socials with less than 10,000 followers is UGC content. This is something that I've talked about so many times on my channel. I actually have a full video on it for how to get paid to travel without any followers, but you can do this for any niche. The purpose of UGC content is to create content for the brand to use on the brand's page. So it doesn't go on your page, it goes on their page. And as a nano or as a micro creator, this is actually really beneficial for you, because you get paid based on the amount of views that they get. So if you have less than 1,000 followers, but the brand that you're creating for has 100,000 followers, your content is going to get seen so much more than if it would be living on your page. So a lot of creators will then charge based on the following and engagement of the brand's page versus the following and engagement that is on your page. So if you want to learn different platforms and how to really design a portfolio for UGC content, make sure you check out this video that I created on UGC. It's all about UGC content. These are my favorite types of brand deals because it doesn't really require that much work from you, but you get to still be creative and create content for a brand that you love and for a brand that aligns with your content. That is key. Make sure the brand aligns with your content, because otherwise it just won't make sense for you to be on that brand's page. But anywho, those are the ways that I monetize my content when I had less than 10,000 followers, and ways that you can definitely use in your own content. So you do not have to be a huge mega influencer to make money from social media. You can do it literally right now. So if you like this video, let me know by giving it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.